Okay guys, today we're doing a guide to Bedrock Edition PvP. So, certain types of PvP, vanilla PvP. On servers, shields don't exist, but on just vanilla, we have shields. Now, for any Java players, if you don't know, our shields are enabled by crouching. You have to crouch. And sadly our crossbows don't do the thing. I prefer the way Java crossbows rest. Now, before we get to the actual PvP portion, the way we bridge on Bedrock is we walk, and then we click. And then you can just hold down and stuff. I know a pretty good example is right here. You just hold down. That's one way to bridge. Then I did not just mess that up, even though I'm a long-time Bedrock player. So there's that, and then there's probably my favorite, because it's a whack bridging method, because no one really knows how to do this. Because you go, I'm not very good at it, and I don't know what to call it, but yeah. Yeah. So, one thing I'm going to be using for teaching Bedrock PvP is Vindicators. So, I have my shield up. Access disable shields on Bedrock Edition. Similar to Java. Now, also on Bedrock, we have to spam click. Now, on Bedrock, swords are stronger than axes. So, that's just a basic thing. And yeah. It's a lot harder to do this when you're trying to narrate. And probably the best way in Bedrock to get on Bedrock, combos are the way to go. It's kind of what I'm saying. You see it a lot on my channel. I get the combos going, but I go ba ba ba. Except Vindicators, I don't think they take enough knockback. Yeah, combos don't exist as much on. I personally just on Java this would be called axe, but on Bedrock I just call it shield because that's the only thing that makes it different from the other game modes is it has a shield. Now in mine there's three main types of Bedrock PvP, and that is sword, axe, shield. Sword is also what I would call server PvP. So what you see me doing on CubeCraft. Now, this bridging technique I'm trying to do is one that I'm personally not great at, and that is icy bridging. I believe it's called that because it was named after a YouTuber that kind of started doing it called Ice. Yeah. So it's like ba 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 ba. Now, one thing that comes better on PvP, oh, the person's closing in. You kind of do that you can break their chances of getting a combo, that's really good. Plus, also, if you know what you're doing and can just quickly boom on the way back, disrupt their flow, and just come around and be like, bot. The whole thing about like getting combos right, it's really simple. Is when you give me a second. When you start a combo, this really shows in these guys. Let me do this with a Vindicator so they can't hit me at range. So, oh, I'm coming up on this guy. I'm hitting. Don't run straight at him. Go, bah. Run to the side. Now on shield, combos don't last that long. Because, boom, but I get my shield shape labeled. One of us starts a combo, or and then you would do something like fishing rod him. Now this is something I learned more on the recent side, and that is you go ba ba ba. If you can prevent them from even getting in range, so you go ba ba, kind of like that. Now I'm gonna cut to a game on servers to kind of showcase the different types of PvPs. Okay, guys, so we're in Zeka right now. I'm gonna be showcasing the other types of PvPs, and that is Crystal. Sadly, we don't have respawn anchors on this, and for some reason we can't destroy the ground, but this is a free-for-all, so. The basic idea on Crystal is you want low ground, and you want to go bop, 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 bop. Am I inherently good at Crystal? Should I be teaching this? Probably not. But you know what? See, I got that guy because he jumped up when I did that. That did half my health. There. It's kind of a basic idea of how Crystal works on bedrock is basically you get there and you go ba 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 ba, run, yada yada yada. I'm going to go slash lobby. Basically that's how Crystal works, and I'm going to showcase the kind of UHC kit. Yeah. You can put arrows, maps, and maps, shields, and totems in your offhand, and I think that's it total on it across any game mode. So yeah. So on this you can't block, so you gotta go ba 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 ba. So slash lobby. It's basics. The thing I really like about this is there's practice game mode, so there's clutch. So here, oh, he's gonna hit me back. I gotta stuff like that. Another practice game mode is I don't really do that one, but then there's bridge. Voila. Not my record, but still pretty good. And then for the other bridging technique. Bah. Even though it's slower, it means it's really good. Let me see. Okay, I'll join in here. So like right here, UHC. Also, yeah. I did not expect to get that kill. Yeah. I am not warmed up right now. So slash lobby. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for like how the game works. It's just there's like 3 different types of PvP that I know of that you would run into either on a server or on like an SMP mid game. So of course there's potions and stuff, but how many times do you have wars on your like SMP or World with Friends? Matters on the people. Personally, kind of regularly, but do we ever really use potions? No, I've used like one swiftness potion. So the PvP you train has to be relevant to like what you're doing. So if you're doing like SMP stuff, get good at, I would say, shield, sword, and yeah, shield and sword, and get kind of good with the bow. Am I saying I'm great? No, I'm not. I suck with those. No, I'm okay at shield. I'm pretty good at sword, but I am no good at what's it called, bow. I suck with bow. That's it's a pretty basic summary. So yeah, that's just like, hey, those are kind of the different mainstream types of PvP that you might come across. So, goodbye.